like, you guys already know what to do with that because we already went to the lab and we've done this exam already, right? We start off with our transverse isthmus. We're gonna measure the isthmus thickness because that's really important when we're talking about like determining goiter, right? Because if the isthmus is too thickened, then that's probably gonna be some kind of goiter or some kind of nodularity going on with that thyroid. So we're gonna evaluate transverse and long, same thing like a kidney, like I said. Transverse isthmus, measurement, color, transverse right thyroid, superior, mid measurement, mid without measurement, color, inferior, lateral, long right thyroid, medial, mid, lateral, measure in the mid, color in the mid, just like that, okay? Don't mess with your color settings, guys. Don't mess with the color settings. Let it be what it is because if a thyroid is hypervascular, then that's an indicator that it may be some hyperthyroidism going on. Okay, so don't adjust your color thinking that it's doing too much. Right? Because that may just be how that thyroid is. It may have a lot of blood vessels associated with it. It's already a vascular structure as it is already. Okay, so this is what I mean right here. This is not ideal for the patient right here. Yes, it's ideal for us. But man, could you imagine how uncomfortable this woman gonna be when she get up? I'm gonna have to lift her head up for her because she may not even be able to lift her head up. That's tough. That's tough right there. She got a coat on in the middle of the exam. So that's what I mean about having somebody upside down right there. Like that's when in that case, remember I said she's supine, but I would actually lift this bed up a little bit more because she can still lay in that position, but just lift the bed up so she's just a little more comfortable. Remember, guys, don't push too hard on the patient's neck, right? Don't just kind of glide. Put enough gel on there so you can just glide across the neck. Don't push too hard on the neck, and then don't forget, if you do have to push, when you're not taking pictures, let that pressure up. Because these people, they're going to tell you, oh, if you're choking them. I had plenty of people tell me that. So, if you push it too hard, the patient will let you know. And we know that transducer, that's our linear 12 transducer right there, high frequency transducer. Okay? The normal sonographic appearance of the thyroid gland should be homogeneous. It should be, just like the liver, it should be the same echo texture throughout the entire thyroid. Color Doppler may also contribute information on vascular hemodynamics. Again, don't adjust the color Doppler because I'm trying to see if that has anything to do with a disease process or some kind of abnormality. Okay? If there's enlarged cervical lymph nodes, be sure to document those. Like I showed you mine the other day. So be sure to measure that in one plane. You don't have to pick and here at Harris Health, you don't have to measure in one plane and put the color on there. Here's some good looking thyroids right here, guys.
The good one said something to do with the
you don't have to do the submandibular gland unless they ask for it. Unless they ask for it. That's not part of the exam. So depending on the reason they put on the exam, that's what I'm gonna do. Because some people will order, because the thyroid usually is ordered as a thyroid/neck. So a submandibular can be done under the thyroid order. Okay? You just have to look at the reason as to why you're doing the exam. Okay? So here's like a really good thyroid right here, guys. Real nice, homogeneous thyroid. Looks the same throughout. Looks fine. No abnormalities. Nice isthmus. Okay. This is our transverse right thyroid right here, and I don't know why they're doing this with a curved transducer. Maybe they're using like the baby probe, the C8, the baby probe. But this transducer right here, I don't know why they're measuring the AP diameter in transverse. Remember, in transverse, we're only going to measure the width of that thyroid. The width of that thyroid. And here we have a long thyroid medial. Long thyroid medial. We all know how to measure the thyroid, guys? Do we need to demonstrate how to measure the thyroid? Are we good? Need to see it? Okay. So, I'm drawing thyroid on the board.
Is that a C?
That?
That's the
Oh no.
muscle.
Do we even? I knew that.
HIV.
thyroid right there, guys. And this is my long thyroid right here. You can have like a little point to it. Okay. Okay. First measurement you want to measure, of course, is the isthmus. You're gonna measure that AP measurement from border to border. So, for instance, I measure this. I'm always gonna measure just the thickest part. It's the thickest part of that isthmus right there. So, I measure this isthmus like this. Boom, 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 boom. Isthmus thickness. Guys, are you guys practicing putting your measurements in the package? Are they letting you guys do that yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that if you want.
Okay. Well, if they let you, definitely get used to putting your stuff in the package,
Yeah.
so you don't have to go hunting this stuff down. Like, cause some places make you do worksheets.
Mhm.
You don't want to have to go look at image by image to get your measurements when they all can be in one
Look at
spot.
the report.
They all can be on the report. Okay. So that's how you measure the isthmus right there, guys. Straight AP measurement right there. All right. All right. So you're gonna take first picture. Gonna be the isthmus measurement without measurement. Then you're gonna put color on the isthmus. Okay. Don't forget to bring your focus up to the isthmus area. And when you're doing your color box, guys, please don't make your color box go across my whole thyroid. Just make it across just the isthmus itself. So this is my color box. Just make that color box like that, okay? Don't make it across the whole entire, because what you're doing is, again, it has to do with the temporal resolution. You're making the machine work so hard that when it has more space to have to work with, then the color's not gonna be as intense as it could be. The Doppler's not gonna be as strong as it should be when you have it just wide open. All right? So. Okay, so our transverse measurement is gonna be straight the widest part. The widest part of this thyroid, usually, I kinda drew it funky, but it's usually like in the mid area, like right here. So, just gonna measure that widest part. Okay. Nobody's gonna be too specific as long as you're not measuring, at the very top. You're just gonna measure kind of in the middle of that thyroid. So, those are transverse measurements right here. Right there. And so, don't measure the AP measurement. We're gonna get the AP measurement in the sagittal image. So, this is our sagittal thyroid right here. Again, if you have something like this, guys, when I cut it off, you'll be able to see it better. Just put the wide scan on, okay? Don't have it so close to the borders where you may or may not be cutting it off. Okay? Just turn that wide scan on. Can you see my screen good? Thank you, man. Okay. So in the sagittal image, you're gonna always measure what first? Ooh,
Long.
the long first,
Yeah.
the length first. So we're gonna measure the length of this thyroid first, right there. From what you can see, make sure you can see both ends of that thyroid. Again, if you get to the point where I've already used the wide scan on the linear 12, I say if a thyroid is 7 centimeters, it's not gonna fit on the linear 12 transducer. Okay, but in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and use a lower frequency transducer. Like I may use my curve transducer just to get the measurement. With the curve transducer, right, Myra, you're not gonna be able to see any detail. You're just gonna be able to see the outline of the thyroid, so you're gonna be able to get the measurement, an accurate measurement, but don't try to get the nodules and stuff with that with that transducer. Okay, so length, and then we're just gonna measure the height. Okay? So, bang, those are 3 measures for a thyroid right there. Some people may ask you to calculate a volume, and you can put the volume in a package as well, how you calculate that. So, any questions on measuring the thyroid? Real quick, guys, don't forget, even if you have a mass, don't forget to, same thing, measure your mass the same way. Transverse, and also measure the length and the height of your mass. Label that, I don't know, number 1, if you have multiples. Again, sometimes that's why you have to look really, really close sometimes, because sometimes you may have something that look like this, and it may be real faint. let's say you have that, right? You have one more. Real thing. Okay? In that case, this considered this one mass.
Mhm.
Don't measure the cyst separately. Measure this as one mass right here. So measure the mass itself, transverse plane. Then I'm gonna measure the length. So me personally, this how I would measure the length according to the long axis of that mass.
Mhm.
So I would kind of measure here, and then right there. So if you happen to have like a cyst or mass inside a mass, measure the whole perimeter of it first, because sometimes they're not well circumscribed, and you won't be able to see them that well. But sometimes you can put that color on there, and that color actually outline the mass in a ring of fire, or kind of outline the mass with color.
On the report, would you mention like cystic mass or would you?
I would say a heterogeneous mass, because I would, like I said, when we get into talking about pathology, I'm just describing it, right? I'm not gonna tell the doctor what. I'm not gonna say, oh, this person has Graves' disease, this person has Hashimoto's. I'm gonna say a heterogeneous nodular thyroid,